Hey there everyone, I'm Rasenryu, but my friends call me Rasen. Ready Player One, a story providing full immersion to the audience or a virtual nightmare to sit through. Let's get started. So, full disclosure, I was absolutely hyped to see this movie. The trailers were awesome, and the fact that it was directed by the legendary Steven Spielberg was just even more incentive to see this movie on opening weekend. And there will be spoilers, so if you get lightheaded at the mere sense of a revealed plot, I implore you, back away slowly. You have been warned. So the story follows a kid named Wade, played by Ty Sheridan. He's a super nice guy who loves going into the virtual world of Oasis with his avatar Parzival. He and a few of his online friends are playing to find an Easter egg. Kinda fitting for when this movie launched. But it's not just any Easter egg. The co-creator of Oasis, Halliday, played by Mark Rylance, hid the special secret somewhere throughout the world of Oasis before he died. Whoever finds the 3 keys to unlock this secret gets all of his share of Oasis, which is 51% and a whole lot of money, $500 billion to be exact. Lucky for Wade, he's the most knowledgeable about Halliday, so he's a shoo-in. Everyone in the world is looking for these keys, but there is also this evil organization called Innovative Online Industries, or IOI for short. It's run by a man named Sorrento, played by Ben Mendelsohn. He wants to get his hands on the Easter egg so he can control all of Oasis with microtransactions, loot boxes, and skill tiers. The Scourge. When Wade finds the first key, Sorrento tries to bribe him to work for IOI. Wade refuses, so Sorrento kills his aunt. Well, that escalated quickly. Wade is then kidnapped by one of his friends named Artemis, played by Olivia Cook, in the real world. He then learns that Samantha, the real world Artemis, is the head of a resistance to stop IOI from succeeding. Her reasoning for stopping IOI is similar to Wade's. IOI worked her father to death, so they fall in love. So Wade, Samantha, and their friends, H, Sho, and Daito, find the second key in Oasis. IOI finds the third key, and Sorrento puts up an indestructible force field, so no one else can try to play for that key. Parzival makes a main character heroic speech, and thousands of other players from Oasis storm the castle. The force field is brought down by Artemis, and after an action scene littered with video game and pop culture callouts, Parzival makes it to the third key's challenge. After a fight with Sorrento, he succeeds in grabbing the final key. The Easter egg is awarded to him by a digital version of Halliday. Sorrento, being the sore loser that he is about to shoot Wade in the real world, but stops himself because reasons. Sorrento is taken into custody. Wade and his friends share the benefits of the Easter egg, and Wade gets Samantha in the end. Happy endings all around. Immediately when the movie opens up, they paint a stark contrast between the white and gray, stale, real world and the very colorful and exciting game world of Oasis. I enjoyed the social commentary in making the evil corporation the ones who want to put microtransactions and loot boxes into Oasis. And you could tell that those were the bad parts of the vision of the game because Halliday didn't want all that stuff. And the corporation IOI wanted to put all that stuff into the game. I also liked how knowledgeable the creators of this movie were in incorporating a lot of video game elements and using them all logically within the game world. They knew exactly what they were talking about and how they wanted to use every element. And an example of one of those elements is the planet-destroying nuke that kills everyone's avatars. And I like this part of the movie too, not because it's fair or anything, because it's completely not, but in the movie, Halliday believed in no rules governing how to play games. So the fact that a planet-destroying nuke exists makes a lot of sense in the movie, and I can't fault it for it. So when I go into a movie, I kind of try and pick apart each and every segment, each and every line, each and every word of dialogue, each and every thing in the movie to try to see if it's cohesive in every way. And this story was very well constructed. From beginning to end, there was not a point in the movie where I said, but wait, this happened, so this doesn't make sense. Everything made sense. There were no wasted scenes. Every scene and character in line either built characters or drove the plot forward. and I really loved the technology for the Oasis gear in this movie. It's a gamer's dream to be able to be fully immersed in the game, with virtually no restrictions, and the way the movie portrays it is really enjoyable. And speaking of technology, the CGI for this movie was really well done. When I saw the trailers the first time, I thought the characters looked kind of strange. Not the real world characters, of course, I'm talking about the game characters. I thought they looked kind of strange, and I thought that maybe animating them would pose sort of a problem because they looked kind of wrong. But it actually all worked in the movie. I'm completely glad that I was wrong. So, the love story. It was not as well executed as the overarching story was. It felt kinda rushed, especially at the point where Parzival and Artemis meet in the real world for the first time. They kind of exchange a few lines of dialogue and then suddenly they like each other. But it wasn't maybe days before or even hours before that Artemis ran from the thought that they could be together at all. It wasn't very well paced. I also didn't like how H was left out of the scene where the crowd was applauding and cheering for the high five. The high five is the clan that Wade and his friends make before the end of the movie. I know I didn't mention H, or Helen, played by Lena Waithe, much in the story portion of this video, as it was just an abridged retelling, but she was a huge part of the story all the way through, so it felt like a conscious decision when suddenly she's not there for the applause part of the scene. Then she's back again later in that same scene when speaking to Morrow. All in all though, I absolutely loved this movie, and I wish I had seen it in 3D. Despite there being a few questionable things here and there, Ready Player One is an absolute joy to experience. Watch it twice. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, mash those like, sub, and bell buttons, and leave a comment if you wish. Lena Waithe is not only an actress, but also a writer and producer. She won an Emmy for co-writing the Thanksgiving episode for the Netflix comedy series Master of None in 2017, and plays Denise in the series. She is also the creator and executive producer of the Showtime drama The Cheat, and she is showing no signs of slowing down either. Waithe is teaming up with Sight Unseen Pictures through her production company, Hillman Grad, to develop and finance more TV projects from herself and others. That's really cool. On that note, I'm Rasenryu, and I'll see y'all next time.